What's going on, Facebook? This is Fernando Caro, bringing you another video. Let's jam out to some music. Alexa, raise the volume. And as people continue to come on into this live, we'll move forward. I'd like to proudly announce my real estate brand, GATOS Real Estate, powered by Ambiance Realty. And the video is titled, How to Choose the Right Real Estate Agent. I know that's a question a lot of people should have. If you're thinking about real estate, if you are someone who owns property and has these business-like relationships, what are some things you would want to know when it comes to partnering? Alexa, raise the volume. We'll get started shortly. We got 2 people in the house. Cool. All right. So let's get into the idea. If I gotta look for myself first and foremost. For those of you who don't know me, I've been in the real estate industry for 4 years now. I transitioned my business from Los Angeles to the Bay Area, where I'm currently located in San Jose, the Silicon Valley, the number 2 market nationwide from the last statistic that I read. San Francisco being number 1 in sales volume. Okay, if you're in Los Angeles, that's the 4th major city when it comes to sales volume and price. I believe prices, highest prices selling. So Los Angeles being number 4, San Jose being number 2. So I find myself in a dynamic in 2 major markets that if you live in these cities, your understanding, if you're playing the game of real estate, is at a very, very important time. You see, right now, we've been hearing a lot of news. We've been hearing a lot of conversation. Houses are selling, overpriced. A lot of properties are going onto the market and receiving 20 offers. We're seeing that, it's hard to get a property accepted if you're a home buyer right now. If you're a home seller, you're getting a one-way ticket out to Vegas and going to these states that are open and free and utilizing your asset, okay? And so what are some things, if I was a homeowner and I wanted to hire a real estate agent, what are some things I would want to know about that real estate agent? Now, with all due respect, real estate agents, they got specific jobs. Some take the role of many jobs. Some will, do many things, right? Some agents will delegate things and say, well, that's not my responsibility. They hire people in that responsibility. So that perspective to say, what do real estate agents do? It's quite subjective to who you're asking, right? And everybody operates their business differently. But first and foremost, if I were to do any business exchange, and I think I learned this lesson from my father growing up, was one thing I analyzed was my father was a people's person, When it came to people, I always noticed that he truly respected money. He truly respected money. And my father, growing up, he provided us with a great upbringing, Thank God to my father from coming from Mexico, going through the adversity of jumping a border. And I couldn't even imagine in today's world. I couldn't even imagine myself having to go through that and bringing his sister with him. Man, wow, to be here in a better situation in the United States where, truth be told, is you're free. You're free to communicate. You're free to advance in life. You're free to purchase a home. You're free to sell a home. You're free to do anything you truly want within the laws of the land, with all due respect. And growing up, I truly took the value that my father had, and he respected his hard work when it came to money. And I saw the life it brought us. That when there was money, we were doing great. Life was good. I could, as a child, practice my sports, play basketball, and all the things that I did, right? Go on 8th grade trips to New York, and these things allowed me to live a good life and have good experiences growing up. Now, one thing that I would want to know about my real estate agent, I would want to have a 100% trust in this person. You see, when we play the game of money, when we play the game of selling your house, We're talking about not just selling peanuts, not just selling, Pokemon cards. We're talking selling a house. Someone's life assets. Sometimes a house is something that's all someone has. When it comes to their livelihood, we're talking years of experiences in a home. We're talking a transition to a new world. You see, when you sign up as the real estate agent, you're taking on a huge responsibility. And one thing I would want to know if I was hiring a real estate agent is, can I trust this person with what, Fernando? That he's going to do the right thing. You see, many times in business, you start to hear things like, well, some people are just in it for the money. Some people are just here to manipulate people. People are here to, pinch pennies from others. And vice versa. There's homeowners who aren't serious, who aren't motivated, who, when it's time to show up to the arena of performing, they let the agent down. You see, it's a two-way street. But when there's trust is that one thing that you can always rely on. I want to trust that when I reach out to my friend who's a professional in yoga, I want to trust that I can trust his business, I can trust his knowledge, I can trust that he's going to get the job done and he's going to do the right thing. I can trust my friend if he's in the mortgage industry, that he's going to do the right thing, that he's a true professional to what he says he does, okay? And so when it comes to hiring a real estate agent, I want to trust that you're always going to do the right thing. That you're somebody that if I have any questions, I can trust that you're going to give me the right answers. Not necessarily the right answer, but the answer that I needed to hear, no matter how it makes me feel. Because the truth is the truth. And if you trust your friend, it's always a good understanding to say, hey, maybe he's right. That's why we associate ourselves with people that we trust, people that we like, so that we can open up. We want to open up to people. A lot of the times you go into society, people's all closed off. Everybody's trying to, it's a weird dynamic. And I truly believe everybody really to the core of their heart wants to open up and have meaningful relationships. So when it comes to buying a home or selling a home, I would hope that my clients trust me, that I have their best interest in mind. And that's a value that you always carry with yourself. It's high-level trust, uncompromising trust, that you know he's a true professional at what they do. Not because of what they say, but because of who they are. We got to see people for who they are. Not for what they have, not what you think you're going to gain from them, but that you can trust that their product is going to make your life better. If I know my product, whether it's selling a home or selling a cardio boxing program, if I know with 100% certainty that it can change someone's life because it's changed my life, that with 1,000% integrity, then I'm okay with sharing up to the world. You see, we're here to help everybody. We're here to not help everybody. We're here to help those who want to be helped. Those who are willing to integrate with our circle, integrate with our lives. And when it comes to business, you want to integrate with people who share your values. What's the worst thing that could happen in business is you work with people who don't share your values. There's always this tension. There's always this there's always this miscommunication. But when there's an absolute trust in the understanding of the person's values, now you can integrate and perform good work. You see, we're all here to do good work. I know I am. And I know that's what my business and everything that I've ever done in life stands on. What's another value that we can look at when it comes to hiring a real estate agent in your life? You see, again, this is one of the biggest decisions in someone's life, whether they're thinking of investing. Don't you believe that you have to trust someone when it comes to investing in a home, investing in a property? You trust their knowledge that this is a good investment, a good potential for your future. Not because it gives me anything, but because I know that if I can help you with this vision, with this goal, that I'm doing the right thing for you. And at the same time, we now amplify in relationship. We now become better. We now evolve. That's the beauty of this business. That's the beauty of this art form, is that we can see that and measure that. I want to know that if my real estate agent is working with me, we can build that relationship. Now, a lot of the times, real estate agents will market and say, when you work with us, it's like working with family, right? But sometimes it's like, whoa, hold on. Let me find out who you are, man. Sometimes I don't even relate to my family. Why? Because their values are off. I want to work with people who share my values. So who are you before you just start throwing me these titles that I didn't commit to yet, right? And so you want to work with someone you trust, someone that you value. That if you value them, you always know that they got your back, right? Wasn't it always a great feeling to know that someone had your back? If you've been in a relationship, or if you're married, or if you're in a couple, if you've had a good friend, a best friend, isn't it nice to know that someone has your back? They have your best interest. You know that you can open up and start to share some vulnerability so that the job gets done. If it's selling your home or buying a home, the aim is to get the job done, right? And truth be told is, when you know that someone has your back, the sky is the potential. Okay? So these are some values that I look to when I do business with anybody. You see, we want to do business with good people, ethical people, that I know for certain if I work with any client and any client I've ever had, it was always about helping them, and at the same time it was about helping me. And together it was a win-win scenario. You see, in good business, it's about win-win. If it's ever lose-lose or lose-win or win-lose, it's not good business. Good business is win-win. You win, I win, and we here together now move forward. I want everybody around me to be winning. That when I look around, whether it's clients, whether it's family, that they're reaching their goals, that they're winning at life. And that if my knowledge, if my expertise, if my willingness to get the job done is good business, then that's win-win. And we're here to do win-win business with people that we value and people that we trust. So I'm going to leave it at that end of the video blog. If you guys have any real estate questions, you reach out to my team. We cover business all the way from Los Angeles to Orange County to Riverside County to the Bay Area, San Jose, Silicon Valley, expansive, knowledgeable, and really anywhere in California and even outside of California. Maybe you're thinking of moving to another state. With social media, we got a big network. I know a lot of real estate agents, great real estate agents, that share similar values and do good business because I don't associate with anything else. We're here to amplify our values, and I'm here to help you. If you have any questions in regards to real estate, you send me a message. What's the best way to reach me? If you're watching this on Facebook, you can send me a private message, add me, and share this video. Maybe it'll help somebody who's thinking of buying a home or selling a home, and that's good for whoever needs to hear this message. And if you're on YouTube watching this video, on YouTube, how do you find me? Click on the bio. I have my information. You can email me or reach out to me on Instagram. All my information is public. You guys can find me on YouTube, Instagram, or my website, which I'll tag up above, is www.thefernandocaro, and on there you can find me. And if you're at home during this time, during this pandemic, and you're looking for a cardio boxing program, something to get your spirits up, tap into that potential in with you. You see, what happens is we begin to get a little comfortable. With COVID, it's easy to make excuses and say, well, the gyms are closed. Right now, I just feel like relaxing. It was a tiring day at work. But we know inside, there's a voice inside of us that say, hey man, do not drop your responsibilities. So if you're looking for an at-home program that's going to activate your body, you're going to make major transformation, major movement, improvement, I got a cardio boxing program also on my website. Feel free to check it out. And I'll leave that with you guys. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Salute and talk to you guys soon. Peace out.